Hello, my dear friends. I want you to picture something for me. You're driving down the Pacific Coast Highway on a beautiful California afternoon. The sun is glittering on the water, the sky is that perfect shade of blue. But the road signs are just a little blurry. Or maybe you're at your grandchild's soccer game, and you can't quite make out their face from across the field. So many of us have been told that fading vision is just, well, a part of the deal, a non-negotiable part of getting older. But what if I told you that for many, that's simply not the whole truth? For decades, we've focused on stronger glasses and brighter lights, but we've overlooked the power sitting right in our kitchen pantries. This isn't about some miracle cure. This is about nutrition. It's about addressing the nutritional blind spots that are silently dimming our world year after year. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to share with you 8 incredible seeds backed by solid science and real-life stories, including one from my own family, that can help protect and, in some cases, even sharpen your vision. We're going to turn the lights back on, starting today. So please, stay with me. The last seed I'll mention is one that an ophthalmologist friend of mine calls nature's last resort for retinal health. Before we dive in, let me just say, this isn't about throwing away your glasses or ignoring your doctor. This is about adding powerful, natural tools to your daily routine to support the amazing work your eyes do every single day. Let's start our journey with a familiar friend you might be overlooking. We all know sunflower seeds. They're the taste of baseball games and long summer road trips. But inside these humble shells is a powerhouse of vitamin E. Think of vitamin E as a personal bodyguard for the delicate cells in your eyes. Every day, our eyes are under attack from something called oxidative stress. It's like rust, but for our cells, caused by sunlight, pollution, and just the process of living. The retina, the part of your eye that works like the film in a camera, is especially vulnerable. A major study showed that people with a high intake of vitamin E had a significantly lower risk of developing age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. I remember my neighbor, Bob, a retired carpenter from Fresno. He loved reading the newspaper front to back every morning. But he started complaining that the words were getting hazy. His diet was pretty good, but he was getting almost no vitamin E. I suggested a simple change, a small handful of raw sunflower seeds as a mid-morning snack, just a small handful. 3 months later, he told me, "It's funny, the newspaper seems to be printing more clearly these days." Of course, the newspaper hadn't changed. His eyes had. It's a small change with a profound impact. All right, from the sunshine of a sunflower field, let's move to the rich, earthy goodness of pumpkin seeds. Most people talk about these for sleep or prostate health, but they hold a critical secret for our eyes: zinc. Here's how it works. Zinc is like a delivery truck driver. It picks up vitamin A from your liver and drives it all the way to your retina. Your retina needs that vitamin A to produce melanin, which is like a natural pair of sunglasses protecting you from UV damage. Without enough zinc, that delivery truck slows down or never even shows up. And studies have found that a huge number of adults over 60 are deficient in this vital mineral. The landmark age-related eye disease study, AREDS, showed that zinc was a crucial component in a formula that reduced the risk of advanced AMD by about 25%. So, sprinkle them on your oatmeal, toss them in a salad. Your eyes will thank you for keeping those delivery trucks running on time. Now, let's talk about an issue I hear about all the time, that gritty, dry, irritating feeling in your eyes, especially by the end of the day. For many of us, this is a sign that our tear film, the natural layer of moisture on our eyes, is in trouble. This is where flax seeds come in. They are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically one called ALA. This isn't just about moisture, it's about reducing the inflammation that causes that tear film to break down in the first place. My aunt in San Diego had a terrible time with dry eyes. Her doctor gave her artificial tears and she was using them 5 to 6 times a day. It was a constant hassle. I suggested she start adding 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed to her morning yogurt, and it has to be ground. Your body can't break down the whole seeds. Within a month, she called me amazed. She was down to using her eye drops maybe once a day, sometimes not at all. She said, "I didn't realize my eyes could feel this comfortable again." Research backs this up, with studies showing daily flaxseed consumption can significantly improve dry eye symptoms by improving the quality of the oil in our tears. Speaking of tiny seeds with a massive omega-3 punch, let's talk about their popular cousin, the chia seed. What makes chia seeds special is their incredible combination of not just omega-3s, but also antioxidants and fiber. They're a triple threat against retinal damage. The omega-3s in chia seeds fight that silent, low-grade inflammation that slowly erodes our sharp central vision. Think of it like a slow leak in a tire. You don't notice it at first, but over time, it leaves you flat. That's what inflammation does to the macula. Now, I have to ask, and be honest in the comments below, who here had a Chia pet back in the 80s? The Chia commercials. It's funny to think that silly little pottery pet was growing one of the most powerful eye-protecting foods on the planet. Let us know in the comments. It's amazing how something we saw as a gimmick is actually a health superstar. Soaking 2 tablespoons in water to make a gel and adding it to your smoothie is an easy way to get that inflammation-fighting power working for you. This next one is a jewel of traditional Asian medicine, and modern science is finally catching up. Black sesame seeds. What makes them so remarkable for us, especially those managing blood sugar, is their ability to protect the tiny, fragile blood vessels that feed our retina. High blood sugar can wreak havoc on these vessels, leading to conditions like diabetic retinopathy, a terrifying prospect for anyone. Black sesame seeds are packed with antioxidants and minerals that help improve microcirculation. They help keep those little blood vessels strong and flexible. One study found that compounds in sesame seeds protect retinal cells from the kind of stress that leads to vision loss in these conditions. My own grandfather, who managed his type 2 diabetes for over 30 years, swore by them. Every evening, he'd have a small spoonful of toasted black sesame seeds mixed with a little honey. He always said it was his insurance policy for his eyes. And well into his late 80s, he was still reading his books without any trouble. It was a small, delicious ritual that paid huge dividends for his sight. All right, let's talk about a seed that often causes a bit of a giggle and some confusion. Hemp seeds. Now, before you get any wild ideas, let me be perfectly clear. These are not the seeds that get you high. They have 0 psychoactive effects. My Aunt Carol from Pasadena once called me in a panic. She'd bought a bag of hemp seeds at the grocery store and whispered into the phone, "Am I going to get arrested for making my breakfast smoothie?" We had a good laugh about that. No, Aunt Carol, you will not get arrested. You will, however, be protecting your optic nerve. Hemp seeds contain a rare and powerful anti-inflammatory fat called GLA. This is crucial because as we age, the optic nerve, the cable that connects your eye to your brain, can become inflamed and damaged, which is a key factor in glaucoma. Studies have suggested that GLA can help protect this vital nerve by improving blood flow and calming inflammation. They have a lovely, nutty flavor, like a cross between a sunflower seed and a pine nut. Sprinkling 2 tablespoons on your toast or salad is an easy, and I promise, perfectly legal way to give your optic nerve some much-needed support. We're getting close to number 1, but this next seed is one that California should be proud of. We're famous for our wine, but the real treasure might be what gets left behind, the grape seed. Grape seeds are loaded with compounds called proanthocyanidins, some of the most potent antioxidants ever discovered. What do they do for our eyes? They specialize in strengthening our capillaries, those microscopic blood vessels. Think about it. Your retina is crisscrossed with thousands of these tiny vessels. If they become weak and leaky, it leads to swelling and damage, which is at the heart of so many age-related eye issues. Grapeseed extract has been shown in numerous studies to reinforce the walls of these blood vessels, improving blood flow and preventing leakage. You can find it as an extract in supplement form. This is particularly powerful for those of us who struggle with night vision or adjusting to glare from headlights while driving, common complaints I hear all the time. It's like a workout for your eye's entire circulatory system. And now, we've arrived at number 1, the one that truly holds the most promise, backed by astonishing scientific research. We're talking about saffron. Now, technically, it's the stigma of a flower, but it all starts with a seed. And for our eyes, it's pure gold. Saffron contains 2 miracle compounds, crocin and crocetin. These don't just protect the light-sensing cells in your retina. Research suggests they can actually help recharge and regenerate them. A landmark clinical study published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology gave a small 20-milligram daily saffron supplement to patients with early-stage age-related macular degeneration. The results were astounding. After just 3 months, many patients showed significant improvements in their visual acuity. Their vision didn't just stop getting worse, it got better. This is perhaps the closest thing we have in the natural world to retinal regeneration. One of the lead researchers even stated he was personally taking it because the evidence was so strong. A gentleman I worked with, Abraham, a former painter from Alexandria, was devastated. AMD was stealing the center of his vision, turning the faces of his loved ones into blurs. His doctors had told him to prepare for the worst. On our recommendation, he started a standardized 20-milligram saffron supplement. 6 weeks later, he called me, his voice cracking with emotion. He said, "I saw my grandson smile today. Not a blur, his smile." This, my friends, is why I do what I do. For saffron, you can't just use the threads from the spice aisle. You need a standardized extract in capsule form to get the therapeutic dose. It's an investment, but what is the price of seeing the faces you love? So there you have it, 8 powerful natural seeds, from the common sunflower seed to the precious saffron. Vision loss doesn't have to be a one-way street. Your body has a remarkable ability to heal and protect itself if you give it the right building blocks. Imagine, just for a moment, a future where your vision is stable. A future where you can read your favorite books without strain, drive with confidence at dusk, and never miss another one of your grandkids' precious smiles. That future doesn't come from a magic pill. It comes from small, consistent choices you make every single day. Start with 1. Just pick one of these seeds and add it to your routine this week. Your journey back to clarity starts now. Now, I truly want to hear from you. Which of these seeds surprised you the most? Have you tried any of them before? Please share your stories and questions in the comments below. I read every single one, and our community here at Vitality and Seniors is a wonderful place for support. Thank you for spending this time with me. Be well and see clearly.